The Department of Meteorology says that the southwestern monsoon is becoming active over Sri Lanka. The department is forecasting increased rainfall in southwestern parts of the island from today until the 9th of June. The Met Department warns that while strong winds may be experienced over these areas, sea areas off the coast from Mannar to Pothuwil via Colombo and Galle could be rough with wind speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour.
We are
expecting rains over the western, Sabaragamuwa and central provinces as well as in the Galle and Matharu districts. There is also a possibility of rain over the north-western province. Constant thunder showers can be expected in the sea areas off the western and southern coasts. Southwesterly winds with gusts of up to 70 to 80 kilometers per hour could be expected. We have informed the fishing and naval community to be vigilant in this regard.
එහා සම්බන්ධව විමසිලිමත් වෙන්න කියලා දැනුම් දී තිබෙනවා.
Meanwhile, the landslide warning for the Kaluthara, Galle, Ratnapura, Kegalle and Nuwara districts has been extended by a further 24 hours.
Assistant Director of the Disaster Management Centre, Pradeep Kodipilli, says the residents of these districts should exercise caution if further rains are experienced in the area. He added that people in areas identified as being at risk of landslides and earth slips should exercise extreme caution.
119,498 people from 29,200 families have been affected by the extreme weather conditions. The Disaster Management Centre says that 18,885 people from 4,498 families are being sheltered at 89 temporary shelters at present. The DMC adds that while 232 homes have been destroyed, a further 1,534 homes have been damaged. Meanwhile, the death toll from incidents caused by the extreme weather conditions has now risen to 26.
While several areas in the Kaluthara district continue to be inundated as a result of the Kaluganga breaking its banks, our cameras captured footage of areas which were submerged by 9 feet of floodwater. The DMC says that 66,084 people from 15,834 families have been affected in the district. 103 homes have been destroyed while 345 homes have sustained damages in the Kaluthara district. 14 deaths have been reported from the Kaluthara district, with the body of a man who was washed away by floodwaters being recovered last evening. He has been identified as 38-year-old Surya Arachige Nishanta, a resident of Urutudwava in Horana. He went missing on the 4th when he was washed away by floodwaters while leading cattle to a paddock. In some areas, our camera captured footage of the relief effort that is underway with both government and private institutions distributing cooked food and dry rations to the affected populace. However, our correspondents say that as many areas remain inundated, this is hampering the relief effort. The cortege of a man who was killed in the extreme weather was transported to the cemetery by boat in Valpita, Horana as a result of the road being submerged. Meanwhile, a youth was killed when he was washed away by floodwaters in the Agal Oya area in Bulat Sinhala. Our reporter says that he fell into the water while attempting to navigate the floodwaters using banana tree trunks as a makeshift raft. The deceased has been identified as K. Ranjit Kumara, a 24-year-old resident of the area. While floodwaters have begun to recede in the area, our cameras captured footage of the clean-up operations underway in several homes. Several homes in the Tudugala area in Dodang. Meanwhile, about 17 homes in Gongin, Tota, Vattala remain inundated. The affected populace are being sheltered at a school in the area. Residents of the Yabaraluwe area in Malwana had begun cleaning their homes. Garbage that had been dumped in the area had been washed into the homes by the floodwaters. Area residents charged that the waste emanated from apparel factories in the area. We reported to the police on this emanated waste from the factories. However, no steps have been taken to resolve this issue. The spread of dengue in our area is also at its peak.